we cannot do a successful marriage without God. We need God to help us in the marriage. We need God to sustain us in the marriage, and we need God to keep us in the marriage. And
not a judge that created marriage. So you can't sit there in a country now and write laws about marriage and say this is how it ought to be. Many people grow up knowing marriage only from the perspective of the legal laws in the country where they live. So they just think marriage is about the law. So that's why in their mind, if they can have a law that says a man and a man can be husband and wife, then it should be husband and wife. So they think marriage is defined by law, but marriage is a creation of God. It's a covenant relationship. When we say covenant, we simply mean that it's not a contract. It's not something initiated by man. It's something that is divinely orchestrated. So it's a covenant relationship. In a nutshell, it's a covenant relationship created by God for the purpose of God. Adam didn't have any purpose to fulfill marriage with. The woman didn't have any purpose. She was created as a result of a need. It wasn't that she was agitated, she needed a man in her life, and then the man came. So the reason why marriage is failing is because we have failed from these fundamentals. People discuss so many things about marriage. They come up with all kind of method, all kind of things, but there's something missing, and it's God. And until we go back to him, until we do it the way he says, this is how I want it to be done, we will continue to go round and round, and marriage will continue to fail essentially. So I may broaden it as we go on, but marriage is a covenant relationship, and marriage is failing because man is disconnected from the author of marriage.
that is actually deep, sir. So marriage is failing because man is disconnected from the author of marriage. Wow, that is deep. Thank you so much, sir, for laying that foundation to let us understand that we cannot do a successful marriage without God. We need God to help us in the marriage. We need God to sustain us in the marriage, and we need God to keep us in the marriage. And we need a manual of God to use as a guide while we are still in the marriage.